What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over Dirty Tape by Softube. As the name would imply, it's a tape emulation / saturation plugin. I'm not sure if we really need another one of those on the market, but it is free until January 31st. So I guess after this review, we'll decide. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into this review. Some, hit the key. All right, guys, so I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. When I downloaded this plugin today, it took me hours to get this plugin. I mean, hours. I had to put in some work to get this. It was like their website was overloaded. And then once I downloaded it, I realized I had to use iLock to use the plugin. So, kind of had two strikes going against it to start out. But let's go ahead and hop into the plugin and check it out. So when you open up the plugin, it's going to look like this. So as you can see in the plugin, it has just a few controls. So it has your drive right here. It has this decoupled knob, and then it has normal. So this is the stereo mode. So basically with this knob right here, with stereo mode, it makes it kind of normal in the stereo field, and decoupled kind of gives it like a phasing sound. Down here, you just have one knob for dirt. So you have basically, it says clean and bad over here. So you have less highs, you have more flutter, and then you have dropouts down here. You have a low cut. What's cool about this is that they only let the low cut go up so high. So you can only cut out so much of the frequencies. So that's a pretty nice feature. They kind of control what you can do so you can't destroy your melodies or whatever you're putting it on too much. And then it has an output volume right here. It also has a couple different controls. If you tap these boxes up here, so boom, if you tap that box, it has an input. And then if you tap this box, it has an output. And you can push this set button, and it'll basically balance out the input and the output so you don't destroy your mix. And then if you tap the button one more time, down here at the bottom, you have a headroom button, which kind of controls like your gain staging. And then you have a high pass, and then you have your phase invert. So I made a little sample beat. Like always, y'all already know the drill if you've been around here before. So I'm going to go ahead and play that, and then we're going to go ahead and get right into the demonstration. Of course, as always, it's not all the way mixed down, but let's go. All right, so that's the little sample beat that I put together for you guys. But let's go ahead and hop right back into the plugin. So what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna start off on some drums. So I have it right here. I have all my drums sent to the same send, and we're just gonna mute everything else. And this is what the drums sound like by themselves. All right, so that's what they sound like. Some pretty basic drums. But now let's go ahead and toggle through a few of these presets and see what we can work with. So we'll start off with this bass driving one first. So you can get some really crunchy sounding drums. Obviously you can mess with some of the knobs, but I just want to go through some of the presets first, just so you guys can hear kind of what the plugin's going to do to your sounds. And so you can hear, if you have headphones on, how that decoupling, it's moving all of the drums from left to right, which is pretty nice. And there's a few presets in here that are really solid to move the sound left to right. But let's go ahead and go through some more. So if you like those sloppy, crunchy drums, this isn't a bad tape plugin for that sound. I personally love it. So I do really like this on drums. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And you can hear all the movement right there that it has on the drums. Like you can hear the drums all over your stereo field, which is very solid. So again, you can do a lot with it on your drums. I think it is very solid for that. And next, surprisingly enough, I'm gonna throw it on this sub bass. I did have it on the sub bass on the beat. Basically the sub bass sounds like this. Now once I throw this dirty tape on there, the 808 sounds like this. So that's pretty solid. You know, you get all kinds of movement. You know, you have this drive knob, so you can obviously turn the drive up on it. So again, that's something that I didn't even think that I was going to be using it on, but it does sound pretty good on the 808 to me. Obviously, you can turn it down a little bit as well too. So you get a lot of character out of that 808 with it. All right, the next thing I'm going to demonstrate it on is basically this vocal. And let you hear how it sounds on a vocal. So this is what the vocal sounds like without dirty tape on there.
You were there when I was here, falling like tears. You say you came.
Now let's throw some dirty tape on there.
You were there when I was here, falling like tears. You say you came.
So you see it took off some of those high frequencies. Let's check out some of the presets on this though real quick. Let's go ahead and hit this this one right here.
You were there when I was here, falling like tears. You say you came.
Now with this plugin, I haven't gone over much of the dials and the controls yet, so let's go ahead and get to that. So like let's say I want to use this vocal and I want to play this vocal. So if I turn the drive up, you can get some really nice sounds with the drive. I wouldn't say push it, but you can get some nice sound.
You were there when I was here, falling like tears. You say you came. You didn't, don't have to pretend that you want me, 'cause you don't.
So that sounds pretty fire. And then you can also mess with this dirt down here and dirty up the vocal.
You were there when I was here, falling like tears. You say you came. You didn't, don't have to pretend that you want me, 'cause you don't care. I don't even.
So if you're listening, with that decoupler on there, you can hear the vocal going back and forth. And then down here at the bottom, you can mess with the headroom and you can mess with the sound a little bit more.
You were there when I was here, falling like tears. You say you came. You didn't, don't have to pretend that.
And then here's what the low cut sounds like.
You were there when I was here, falling like tears. You say you came. You did.
So you can do a lot with the sound. We're going to go over one more thing in this demonstration. So let me go ahead and highlight this last little channel. And we're going to go over basically a piano. All right. And so this is what the piano sounds like. So now let's go ahead and throw some dirty tape on there. So that's what it's going to sound like. But if we throw some more flutter on there. And so that's basically what the piano sounds like. But now if we mess with some of these knobs, it's going to sound like this. And obviously you can see as I turn this knob up more, you can start hearing that noise, the white noise. And then you can also hear the warble effect kick in more and the dropouts and everything like that. So as you can hear now, it really has that lo-fi effect. It doesn't let you overdo it though, so you can't over warble. You can't make the white noise super loud. You can't do any of that. It kind of controls how much you can do, but you can get some of that lo-fi effect. So that's basically the plugin in a nutshell. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I really wanted to hate this plugin when I grabbed it because of all the hassle and all the struggle that I had to go through and get the plugin. From hours it took me to get the plugin, then it took another hour for it to install. Then I had to download the Softube desktop app, and then I had to put it in iLok, and I hate iLok, so that means I had to put it on my MacBook so I could do the demonstration on a MacBook versus my PC, which I normally do demonstrations on. So it gave me so many reasons to be mad at the plugin before I originally got it. And then after I started messing with it, I was like, all right, man, it's all right. It's cool. It's all right. So for me, I think for free, it's definitely not a bad plugin. They are going to charge $59.99 for the plugin. And I think that that is definitely too much. So if you have the opportunity to grab it now, you liked anything that you heard in the demonstration, I would recommend trying to get it before the 31st of January. Because after that, you know, just being real, you know, I'm not going to front to y'all. I just don't see the value for $60 when there is so many other tape plugins on the market. They're all kind of a little different, all kind of a little bit the same. But again, with this one, I love the way that it makes the drum sound. I like how it made the 808 sound, and I definitely like the way that it made the vocal sound. For the melodic pieces though, you know, just being honest, I feel like there are better tape plugins out there because you can do more with them. You're going to get more noise. You're going to get more control over your wow and your flutter and all that good stuff. So make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the key.